Look somewhat alive. Hello there guys, and welcome to another episode of the Smashing Crossbar Podcast. I'm your host Josh, joined by Ben as always. How are you, mate? How you been over the weekend, mate?
Fine till about 2 a.m. Saturday morning, and then I felt like I'd been hit by a 10-ton truck, and have only recently been unhit by a 10-ton truck.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ben has friggin' bit the bullet, got his first jab, and lived to tell the tale.
Hang on, we've got to do the post-back selfie.
It's
the post-back selfie.
It's only official unless you got one of those little cards.
Unless you got the fancy colour card.
Absolutely.
So yeah, when they turned around and said, "Oh, you might get some side effects,"
yeah.
like I reckon I got about 6 of the 10.
Fuck.
All at once.
That's pretty. That is.
I felt like fucking death.
Yeah, right. That's that's pretty.
But the one that got me the most,
yep, it's better.
was the was the complete and utter lack of an appetite. I reckon Saturday, the most I ate was a cup of minestrone soup. That was it.
Wow.
It was fucked.
Elliot's on the
It was only halfway through yesterday I started to come somewhat good enough to be able to go to work today.
Far out.
And even still, I had to come home today and have a nap because by 10 a.m. I'd fucking hit a wall.
Elliot got his last week. Good on you, mate. Matty, welcome, buddy. How are ya? So,
I had the AZ, so that one tends to knock you about a bit more.
Well, the way I've heard it is you get the first one of that shit and it knocks you about. You have the second one, you're pretty good. The visor.
I heard the opposite.
So the visor goes the other way. The visor goes the other way. The first one's not too bad. Sore arm okay. Second one, apparently,
the sore arm is probably the only thing I didn't get.
Yeah, the visor is the
and
one.
And the thrombosis.
Well, the wife got hers on Saturday. She got visor on Saturday.
Yeah, she got visor.
And she was fine. Yeah, she was fine. Like, she friggin' felt blood.
But it affects people in multiple ways. Like, Daz at our work got the AstraZeneca the day before me. He came to work on the Friday. He was fine. Had a little bit of a headache, but that was it. But I think it varies from person to person. I mean, you know what? I'm not that person that gets sick very often, but when I get something as simple as the common cold, I'm out for fucking 4 days. It just smashes me around.
Exactly right. So anyway, Ben's here to lift the tail. We'll friggin' find out the second comings, obviously, in the second jab, whenever that is.
Find out in 10 to 12 weeks. If we're allowed to go out and get it.
Exactly. But yeah, so friggin' pretty much on to tonight's episode. We are obviously going to talk Premier League. Why wouldn't we? Week 1, done and dusted. We will.
We can talk about the Premier League. Let's not go into the tips. Because one prediction came true. I said, if I'm joining it, don't expect much from me. And we're right. I'm third last.
If you haven't joined yet, be sure you still got time, obviously. Jump in, freaking get your tips in, obviously, for week 2. Benny will find the link at some point. But yeah, feel free, join it up. Friggin' it's a bit of fun, bit of a piss day, bit of a laugh. Nothing funny than seeing who's tipped what after the friggin' games have been played and shit like that, and who was just.
A couple I sort of went, who tipped what, and I went, really?
What the fuck?
I think it was 1 or 2 of yours. I went, really?
Yeah. 7 of us.
Yeah, your one tipping Leeds. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, well, that was honestly, and it shits me too because that was the only real one where I went, I hope they do it. I really do. Like the rest of them, I sort of just went with the brains and the smarts and just went.
We know you hate the Manx.
Arsenal's going to beat friggin' Brentford and friggin' all the other shit and everything else, but United was the one where I really wanted Leeds to just I
was about to say the Brentford Arsenal one. Fuck me, I tipped the right margin.
Yeah,
I just tipped the wrong fucking side.
I'd probably put money on it that a lot of people probably tipped the right margin, but friggin' Levy, the old Levy from the Western United, the Western Service crew, friggin' well, he went downhill at the back end of the friggin' track, only hit 7 as well, I think. So,
he did hit 7.
But friggin' he was
methodical flamethrower.
Yeah. So he was the only one who tipped friggin' Brentford over Arsenal. I feel pretty special. Is anyone who tipped Spurs over City?
Yeah.
I took a punt against the friggin' $1 billion club, most expensive friggin' football team on a pitch in world football in history. So for Spurs to come out,
like I was saying to you before we went live, my biggest problem was that I tipped too many draws.
That's the biggest problem with the Premier League. You try and who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? I think I've tipped about 3 draws. I think in round 2. So we'll see how we go. That might change come Friday or whatever it is once I see who's in and out. But
I just got to stop picking less draws.
But yeah, so we'll talk obviously, the main obviously topic tonight will be obviously the Premier League Week 1. On a bit of news, obviously Newcastle Jets, obviously 2 more girls have signed on for next season. Claire Coelho has obviously signed on for another season in goals, which is fantastic.
We're happy with that one.
Yeah, and Harding, I believe, as well. Friggin' another strike force. So she's signed. Look, it's good. You know what I mean? Like, it's as bad as it is to say. I don't expect a lot out of the W League girls, out of the Jets. It's just what I've come to expect. Obviously, with the girls, it's hard, Yaka, and it is what it is. You know, these girls sign 6-month contracts. They're working flat out. They've then expected to train, etc. We need to see.
Make it very difficult with COVID.
The fact that we've signed pretty much everybody from last season and we have not signed an international as of yet is worrying. We haven't signed anyone from another side, even in the A-League, which again is worrying. You know, you always like to see some sort of new blood come in and stuff like that. You know,
We've lost, but we haven't replaced either.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, we've lost Tess. And, you know, I think that's the only one at this point that we know of we've definitely lost and haven't re-signed. But other than that, it is what it is. Good evening, everyone. Matty Taylor, welcome, mate. I fucking swear I turned that on fucking vibrate, but fucking obviously not. But yeah, so I suppose it's just a waiting game, you know. We'll see what happens and go from there, I guess. Not much we can fucking do about it. But yeah, anyway, we'll talk about the Premier League. We'll get into it. Obviously, a few good games. Obviously, you can't go past Brentford. Obviously, 2-0 over Arsenal. Let's be honest. Let's give Arsenal, you know, not too much friggin' credit to them, but they were missing, obviously, pretty much their whole front line. Their front line was not there.
They were a bit toothless.
Yeah, they really didn't look good in front of goal, to be honest, and it proved that. Noah Aubameyang and so forth. So that didn't help them there. Go to the Newcastle Jets in the A-League and W League. How's everyone coping with lockdown? Same shit, different day, Matty.
Yeah, it's got worse.
Yeah. Another 2 weeks for an extra lockdown shit, but anyway, whatever. So yeah, Brentford Arsenal
restrictions.
Yeah, same old shit for
us. Restrictions. My boss is trying to work his way through loopholes to keep us all there again.
Yeah, well, I'd say the building industry and that have freaking gone down skis. So
yeah, and one of the big boys at our work finally had enough and had a few choice words for the owner in regards to, hey, if we're manufacturing for non-essential retail, which is not going to be open for the next 2 weeks, why the fuck are we still here? Good
on him, though. Good on him.
Oh, yeah.
Because
it was Luke, the guy that runs the beam saw that I do all my work for.
Yeah.
And I tell you, this bloke, guys, he's not the sort of bloke you'd want to meet in a dark alley. Put it that way.
Yeah. And that's good, though, you know. Did he leave early?
No, he didn't, Dale. But he was very angry. And you know what happens when Luke's angry?
Pieces
of off-cut get thrown halfway across the warehouse.
But it's good to see, though, you know, like, it's good to see that...
No, he stood up to the owner.
Yeah, it's good to see that friggin' workers are now starting to get to that point where they know that, if they're not doing enough to stay open for 2 weeks, you know, guys, why the fuck are we here? You know, it affects pay, it affects everything else.
He walked straight up to the owner and said, and I quote, "Stop thinking about the money that's going into your pockets and start thinking about your employees' families." That was the quote.
Very good. Yeah. Do you think the 2021 FA Cup will go ahead this year?
Has to.
Something's got to give.
It has to.
Yeah, it's got to.
It has to purely from a
paramount
the Asian body. What are they called? Sorry, I can't brain. My 5G's not connected yet. The Asian Confederation thing, the AFC or whatever they want to call it, they will mandate it purely for the fact that it is now a qualifying spot for Champions League.
Yeah. Look,
so they have to run it.
It'll go somewhere. It'll be played somewhere. The biggest thing is, right, it's going to be hard how they're going to run it with obviously all the local teams. For me, that's the problem, right? Because Adelaide, all your local teams and shit like that require to friggin' take time off work and everything else, and then if they've got to friggin' travel and shit like that, and they get stuck, and it's the clubs can't afford it, plain and simple, right?
Yeah.
The clubs. Who's forking out for the flights to friggin' get on the plane if friggin' Newcastle, one of the Newcastle teams have got to go fucking play Perth? The club ain't forking out for that shit. They may pay for a hotel. One way or the other. Like, it's either one or the other. They'll pay for the flights or they'll pay for the friggin' hotel accommodation. They're not paying for both. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Edgeworth friggin' just spent a shitload of money on friggin' redeveloping their fucking oval. So, Mate, they'll be praying for friggin' car/bus travel friggin' teams, let me tell you. But yeah, so Paramount Plus is Robbie Slater free. I can't believe it. Yeah, Robbie Slater, whoop-de-doo. Paramount Plus, that just shows friggin' the disappointment in what I originally said when they took over. For me, Paramount Plus needed a world-class lineup, right? They needed a star-studded lineup.
A Simon Hill, he's just signed on for somewhere. I seen, where the fuck was that? Oh, was it him? No, it wasn't. Sorry. That was Craig Foster. Foz has gone. Fozzie.
Foz has gone somewhere. I can't remember the fuck that was. Stan, I think. Stan.
I can't stand his fucking commentary.
Yeah, so he's gone to Stan for friggin' the Champions League and shit like that. So,
alright, so I'm not watching the Champions League. I'm sorry, I can't stand his commentary.
Yeah. Elliot is
I can't. He makes it too political.
working from home, mate. Fuck, I couldn't do it. Fuck that.
I wish I could.
Oh,
if I could drive a forklift in my backyard all day, I would.
Yeah, just bring the shit. Just bring the shit to my house. Yeah, just bring the shit to my house. Sort it out.
Yeah. All right. So what I'd have to do is they'd have to bring the whole warehouse worth of board storage here, and the forklift. They'd have to take the beam saw to Luke's place in Wallert, and I'd have to drive board on the forklift from where I live to Wallert. That's a long fucking drive.
So yes, anyways, we're going to scroll down this list, obviously, for what you've been saying. Friggin', is anyone else suddenly invested in League One? No.
The Farmers League.
Yeah. No. Still haven't watched a match from there this season, and luckily for me now, I can watch nearly every fucking French Division League One game, and I still haven't done it.
With your little toy.
Will I watch obviously a game from Liga 1? Yeah, I will. That'll be one more than I've watched in the fucking my entirety of watching football in Liga 1. I will watch him play his first game, obviously, whenever the fuck that is, this week, next week, whatever. There'll be no rush to bring him out and unveil him, obviously. They unveiled him, obviously, as a player, but to get him actually on the pitch will be interesting. But yeah, who wouldn't want to watch friggin' Messi friggin' play his first match? How many people do you reckon are going to be watching it to see him fail? You know what I mean? Like, that's what people are expecting. Obviously not friggin' PSG, but everyone else in the world are now expecting the GOAT in their eyes to fail. Just let's see what he really is like. Let's see what he's like when he doesn't get what he wants. You know? Friggin', I was surprised that even though he was offered the number 10 shirt and fucking all this shit, he still took 30. You know what I mean? I was like, really? I thought he would have walked in, swapped. Friggin' Neymar offered it to him. I'm surprised it even got that far. I thought it would have just been like, I'll have that. Excuse me, mate. There's the wrong last name on the fucking back of that number 10 shirt, buddy. You might want to go change that. But yeah, nah. I'm not interested in it, mate. Friggin', I will watch one of his games, yes. You know what? I'll probably wait until the Champions League, to be fair. I'll probably watch one of his games. Like, he's probably, as I said, his first game, but then I'll just wait for the Champions League. Watch him in that. Because that's where he wants to shine. Who wouldn't? What else we got? Paramount Plus is obviously Paramount Plus. Great opportunity.
With Paramount Plus, and it's not the issues that everybody else is facing.
Well, that's an interesting one as well. I don't know if you've got it yet, but I don't have it. I don't need it. But what's everyone's thoughts? I've heard a lot of I've heard a lot of talk saying that it's a lot like Disney. Obviously not in the content, but friggin' obviously.
Here's my problem.
Yeah.
I renew my membership.
You renewed your membership. Oh, don't.
I renew my membership.
Don't, mate. Don't. If you're gonna if you're gonna go into it and say that fucking I haven't got my code or whatever.
No. Much worse than that. Much
okay.
worse than that.
Okay.
I renew my membership, right?
Yeah.
Before they release the things for Paramount.
Yeah.
That's fine. And it says on their website, you need to, now that it's all been released, you hit modify your membership, and then you add Paramount Plus. I go modify my membership, and it goes, hang on, where is it? Go to the home. I need to go home. because I'm currently on the website now, because I couldn't remember what it fucking said.
Huh.
But it won't even allow me to add Paramount Plus to my fucking membership. So I'm gonna ring fucking member services.
Oh, good luck.
So it says here, welcome, Benjamin, your member number is, whatever my member number is. Page your renewal, whatever. Click the upgrade if you wish to add Paramount Plus.
Yep.
Modify or upgrade. And then it goes, at this time you do not have seats on your account that are eligible to be upgraded. Well, I don't have seats. I'm a supporters fucking membership.
Were you?
It doesn't give me any options.
Were you able to? Are you eligible? Like
Yes, all the memberships are.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't say so. I haven't looked at it. Whatever. But I know that
I'm gonna have to call member services. Fuck knows how I'm gonna do that now that they're in lockdown.
Because it was something like friggin' a 3-game, got Western United or whatever it is. You know, they've come out and friggin' stated that that's just part of your package, which is fantastic.
Which is fucking great.
Expect your membership to be $80 more than what it fucking was last year.
So it's not free.
No, that's what I'm.
They're paying for it somewhere.
Their memberships aren't out until fucking September, and that's for friggin' last year's members and everything. That's everybody. So go figure that one out.
So I'm just about ready to pack it in, crack the shits in, and just get Paramount Plus as a fucking separate.
Yeah.
I don't care about the fucking discount. I'll fucking sort it out next year.
Yeah. For me, worst case scenario, as I said, I would literally buy it for the A-League, and then the A-League finishes, and then I'd fucking just turf it. Like, I wouldn't need it anymore. Like,
well, I'd probably have it for that 12-month or whatever month period, cancel it probably after the A-League season is finished, and then add it to my membership for the next season.
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking over it.
What do we got? The Olympics have shown that the current female pundits are very underexperienced. Yeah? Yeah, I would agree with that. It doesn't help when, obviously...
if they're not commentating on the own sports that they used to compete in, yes, they will be.
Yeah. You got to think, obviously, a lot of these girls have been thrown into the deep end. Friggin', I think the other thing as well is you've got to look at, right, is friggin', you know, they're not there 9 times out of 10. They're broadcasting all this shit live and friggin' commentating all this shit from a fucking Sydney studio or Melbourne or wherever they're located. So they're not there and shit like that. I couldn't think of anything worse, you know what I mean? Like, sitting here, like, you know, like I am right now, even from home, you know, which is no different to what they'd be doing in the studio, and trying to broadcast something live fucking halfway around the world. Like, it's just not the same, you know what I mean?
I nearly did it again.
Fair enough. But yeah.
No, I nearly Benjamined my Paramount Plus subscription.
Oh, look at it.
Look at
the Oilers were terrible.
That's how fucking hell-bent I am on it.
They need to be given more chance to get better, and the new broadcasters were a great chance to do that. Yeah. I'll tell you what, friggin' I'm lucky enough now to friggin' I don't have to watch Optus Sports, and friggin' I can watch...
Yeah, you're lucky.
I can watch English football, and mate, I watched friggin'... I watched Manchester United and Leeds the other night, and with two female fucking commentators, no male in sight, and they fucking killed it. They were on top of it. They friggin' knew their shit. Whether that was just them knowing their shit or they'd done a lot of good research, but they were on top of it. They were so good. They were great to friggin' listen to, and I would listen to them every day of the week compared to friggin' listening to fucking the dumbasses on the friggin' other than Bridgie, love you Bridgie, but the rest of them, meh, average, you know, because he's there, he's lived it, he knows what he's talking about. The rest of them, fucking no idea. For me, but yeah, I agree with you. More women should be getting their chances. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see. They need to be given, But anyway, so friggin' obviously big news out obviously this week before we get into obviously the fixtures and shit from the Premier League and that. Obviously Messi finally going to PSG. Friggin' massive. I think I've heard already that they've couped about. I think it was about 84. No, it wasn't that. No, that was for the other shit. No, the shirt sales. Sorry, was about friggin' $23 million in shirt sales.
Yeah, it was fucking huge.
So $23 million. Friggin', they've almost paid for his season in friggin' $1 million a year, $1 million a week in what he'd be getting paid a week. To play, right? So he's almost friggin'. They've almost paid for his friggin' wages for the year without having to fucking lift a finger. So
yeah, but you got to remember as well that what's it called? A percentage of the shirt sales is going to him too already.
Yeah. What do we got? Friggin' Tara Rushton is reined in by Bozza.
Matty, he'll talk to you about that off stream.
Yeah, that's not a thing on here, mate. That's my own little special gift. Yeah, we don't talk about that shit here. But yeah, look, Tara needs a chance. Hopefully she gets one, but she's signed on for Fox still, hasn't she? She's happily where she is at Fox, and I don't think she's going anywhere.
Yeah, she's happy. She's happy where she is.
She'll just go back to what she was doing before. She fucking was on football, and that was nearly every other sport that she could get her hands on. Whatever she could get her hands on,
it's not your dog, it's mine.
Yeah, I know. So I literally heard yours dog. I think it's the first time I've heard it in a long time. Before, but yeah, so
because my dog don't bark.
Yeah. So yeah, PSG obviously freaking doing the right things. Before we get into that shit, we talk about world football and stuff like that. Can we just friggin' can I just take a moment, right, and applaud Kevin Muscat? Like, he's not my favourite friggin' bloke in the world, but fuck me dead, he's doing unbelievable things at that club. The fact that they beat friggin' that other side yesterday 5-1 was, I was just like, holy shit. Because for the first 30 minutes I thought, here he goes, this is going to be his first unveiling of fucking getting beat, and then he just bang, the game just changed on a dime. It was just like, what the fuck did he say? Like, it was before even half time. I was like, what the fuck did he say? What's he yelled out or something at the boys? They've just bang, just gone changed, and the game just, wow. But he's doing great things over there at the moment. Ange has turned it around at Celtic, and he's only going to get better at Celtic.
Well, we all knew he would.
Yeah, Celtic.
We all knew he would.
Celtic are looking really good. So friggin' that'll be good to see. Obviously, a good competition. What else have we got? Friggin' Devlin's now gone to Hearts, thinking about Celtic, and Celtic played Hearts yesterday. So friggin', I wonder if Devlin gets more of a go than friggin' what bloody
Garicchio did.
No, the friggin' golden boy.
Bobby Burns.
Yeah, Bobby Burns. He friggin' was there and then got the arse. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Nah, you can't have him. We want him. When they flog him off.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Watching the Celtic fans apologise has been great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been good.
Because after that loss in the Champions League qualifier, everyone's like calling for his head.
Well, even the round one loss, was like
calling for his head.
Whoa, what the fuck's happened here? But again, he brought that friggin' I have no idea. I just call. If I don't know the name, I just call the Japanese bloke Suzuki's and shit like that. But that Japanese bloke they brought in, mate, holy shit. He is lit up fucking Celtic, mate. I tell you what, he's on fire. His touch, his speed, his awareness is on point.
Well, the Scottish League it's very physical.
Yeah.
You bring up a Japanese player from the Japanese League who are highly technical players into that league, and you marshal them well enough that they don't get slammed, then they're like Diamante. They'll just turn and pick a fucking pass and off you go. He's... while we're here, mate, I can confirm for you now that I've signed up. First 18 seasons of NCIS, magic. So I'll get more than just the A-League use out of Paramount Plus.
I can watch that on 10. I can watch that on 10 now, or whatever it is, for free. But
I watch it on my PC for nothing. I've got the DVD.
Good. The Aussie coaches are obviously doing things right, and friggin' they're getting there. They're doing well. So I think Celtic are going to bring in a few decent players as well. I think Ange has finally got onto the checkbook. He's found it out of the fucking CEO's fucking top drawer. So they're gonna friggin' buy some players, I'd say. Anyway, so friggin' that's pretty much that. Season's freaking kicking off everywhere. Go the Canaries. Fucking hell. Norwich. Shithouse. Oh, boom.
Dinner.
Hey, winning. Anyway, we're going to get into it. We're going to freaking de-list the freaking Premier League and shit like that. It all started, obviously, Brentford and Arsenal. 2-0 to Brentford. Freaking, killed it. Killed it. I think they had... So get this right. 22 shots to 8. Arsenal had 22 shots on target and freaking couldn't put one away. So that was shots. My bad. Shots on target were 4-3. The shots were 22. So Arsenal peppered the goal square 22 times. Arsenal dominated possession, dominated the passing, dominated the pass accuracy, got beaten the fouls, and that's pretty much it. 1 offside apiece and 5 corners to 2 to wave Arsenal. So it just proves that friggin' don't need to have the ball for friggin' 90 minutes. It only takes a second to score a goal, and
I was about to say it's the age-old thing. When a team turns around and say, "Oh, well, we play possession football." Yeah, well, that's great, but if you don't do anything with that 90% possession, you're not going to get anywhere.
Exactly right. Brentford, good start. Obviously, friggin' up from Yo Timmy Woods. How are you, buddy?
Yo Timmy.
Big good start.
Coneheads.
Good start from freaking mate. We're doing a podcast. We watch that shit later.
No, I know.
Good start from obviously Brentford to start off the A-League season. It's good to see obviously the guys coming up get a good start. Obviously moving into that, Manchester United versus Leeds. Well, I think I was probably one of the only blokes who was dumb enough to try and tip Leeds to hopefully friggin' beat the United. I thought it was going so well at the start. It was really, really good. Going at half-time 1-0 down. I was like, happy days, still in it. And then we scored. Leeds scored, obviously, then it's 1-1. I'm like, happy days. United are going to crumble here. And then fucking bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. What was it? It was like 4 goals in 12 minutes or something?
Give or take.
It was
50,
something insane.
The 54th, the 60th. The 54th, the 52nd. So 52nd, 54th, the 60th. The 60th and the 68th. So roughly, 11 minutes.
Yeah. They just opened up the floodgates.
Hammered them. Look, fucking hell. They what can you say? Bruno Fernandes, mate. Well, he was so good to watch. He proved why he scored like 28 goals or whatever it was last season. He just dominated that friggin' that 18-yard box. Everything was his. He wanted everything, and that's the biggest thing. He wanted the ball, and when you want the ball that badly, you score a hat trick.
You want to be on the ball.
Yeah, 100%. Leicester over Wolves. 1-0. Thought Wolves done pretty well to friggin' stay in that. Let's be honest. They've lost. Obviously, they lost their coach. They've lost a few good players as well. Obviously, in the transfer window and stuff like that. Jamie Vardy pops up, buries one. Happy days. Off to the races.
As he does.
Off to the races with Vardy, the Vardy party. No B. Pogba only 4 assists. Yeah, pretty shit show from Pogba. Good to see he finally showed up.
Rubbish.
It was probably the most.
I'm sorry, he's got to go.
He was probably.
He's deadwood now at United.
It was. Well, he looked really good. Like, it was probably the best I've seen him look since he come there.
He'll look really good in that game. But for the other 37 games of the season, he'll be absolute fucking trash.
Yeah. United, friggin'.
Like, he's too hit and miss now.
Yeah.
Whether that's Ollie or the club or whatever.
Yeah.
Something's got to give somewhere.
Yeah, United have they had a good squad. That's for sure. For what it was, friggin' James was pretty shit. He was pretty trash. he's only a young bloke, but yeah, nothing special. Greenwood for me looked all right. Freaking, he's probably one of the best finishers in the A-League, in the Premier League. If you ask me, yeah. Go on, you guys.
I was about to say I was surprised by that because I'm like, I saw my phone flick at like half time. It was like 1-0, and I'm like, oh yeah, all right, that's United are coasting, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I heard a couple of minutes later, I was in a Discord call with somebody in a meeting, and I just heard Mutt, what a Mutt, fucking scream at the top of his lung, and he goes, yeah, that makes 5. And I'm like, what did he just say?
Yeah.
And Jabba's like, he said that makes 5. I'm like, I'm assuming he's referring to the United game. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, last I checked, it was only fucking 1-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, go check your phone. So I checked and I'm like, ooh, okay. And then I saw Greenwood up front and I'm like, hang on, they've done all this with an 18-year-old kid up top?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine when freaking Edison Cavani's out of fucking quarantine?
He'd be lucky to get a fucking game.
Yeah.
Friggin' Martial come on for a little bit, looked friggin' average. I wouldn't say he looked average, he just looked like a bloke who hadn't played a lot of football in a while, and it showed. Sancho friggin', was a shame. I honestly probably would have rested him. I wouldn't have played him. You know what I mean? Like, you can't come on and...
I wouldn't apply.
As much as the crowd lifted and they were happy to see him and they wanted to see him play, when you're friggin' at the point, I think they were 4-1 up. Like, it's not the time for me. I just like, mate, let's just leave it. 1-0 up.
Spend another week in training.
Yeah, 1-0 up, 2-0 up, something like that. When it's a closer game, it's a tight fit game or whatever it is.
When you need a bit of X factor.
Yeah, when you need a bloke for 20 minutes to absolutely run legs, that's when you want to bring him on. He come on, he didn't look crash-eyed. He touched the ball when he had to, and that was about it. So, but again, when you got blokes like that sitting on the bench, friggin' John Matter, friggin' doesn't get a run. Look at that. There you go. Anyway, moving quickly down, Chelsea. Yes, the champions that I tipped, that everyone friggin' had to bloody friggin' clip it and everything else. 3-0 over Palace. They look dominant. They look good.
Palace look like trash.
They looked average.
They were bang average.
Yeah, they looked average. But when you've
they're already playing like a team that has absolutely no spirit.
Yeah. They look like that side that friggin' was bloody, lucky to stay up last year and probably know they're going down this year. Yeah. It's pretty much. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a lot that's going to save us this year, lads. We got lucky last year. But again, friggin' Chelsea for me, how can you go past them not friggin' being a title chance? What do you got for, Jorginho, obviously, Kovacic, friggin' Alonso, Pulisic, Mount, Werner, Abraham, Zuma.
Abraham, who may be looking like moving somewhere else.
Yeah. But again, which is fine though, friggin', I think he needs to move, Yeah, when you got Lukaku coming into the side and shit like that, how's he going to get a run?
Yes, I did hear that, Timmy Woods.
Yeah, I heard that as well. But yeah, so friggin' Chelsea look good, 3-0 over friggin' Crystal Palace. Easy enough win for them. They should never have got beat. Watford and Villa, that was a cracking game. Well, absolute belter, end to end, 3-2 victory, obviously for Watford in the end. But friggin' that was a tight note game as well. Everton over Southampton 3-1. Everton looked alright. What do they got? Friggin' bloody what's his name back at the friggin' helm, Rafa. So
yeah,
happy days, good on them. Burnley.
Oh yeah, Rafa's there, isn't he?
Benitez, yeah. Burnley Brighton 2-1. That was an interesting game. Friggin' bloody our own friggin' Aussie friggin' got stuck in the VAR's box and friggin' was caught into action about 2 minutes into the game, and caught himself.
Apparently controversy surrounding that I read today as well.
Well, yeah, only if you're a fucking Brighton fan.
Hey, if anybody knows how to run the VAR better than anybody else in this world, it's that man.
Yeah,
he's been there since its fucking inception. He knows what's up from fucking down.
Yeah, no, it was the right decision. The referee...
I wouldn't trust anybody else in the fucking world on the VAR.
Yeah, no, the referee was onto it and friggin' shit like that before it even went up there, but he was onto it, so... Good on them. Norwich, Liverpool, 3 points for us, for the Reds. Friggin' happy days. They look good. They coasted. I think that was the biggest thing. For us, the biggest thing for us was to get through 90 minutes with no injuries, and we did that.
Agreed.
Wouldn't have mattered what the score was. Could have beat them 1-0. Would have been happy as long as we all got out. As long as they all got out injury free. Van Dijk got 90 minutes into the legs, which was fantastic. Allison was immense. Saved three freaking goal scoring chances in a matter of fucking seconds, milliseconds almost. So friggin' the boys look good, and we move on next week. Newcastle and West Ham. That was the game of the round for me. That was end to end. That was like Newcastle of old versus Liverpool, fucking 4-3, 3-2, shit like that. Newcastle obviously fell asleep in the last 15 minutes and ended up getting beat 4-2. But what a game!
To Birmingham.
Yeah.
Fell asleep in the last 10 minutes.
Fell asleep, ran out of legs. What are you going to call it? They weren't there for the last 15 minutes. And then West Ham scored the last 2 goals. So
Matty is sincerely apologising. He's on his second bottle of Chardonnay.
Very good. Happy days. Thanks for the apology.
All I'll turn around to you, Matty, and say is make sure you pace yourself. Because all that wine you've got there now, you can't just go down the street and buy more. You're going to ration it.
So Newcastle West Ham 4-2, and then obviously the big one, friggin', which again, realistically is probably the game of the round, but Tottenham, Manchester City, fuck it all. Son, three cheers for Son.
3 cheers for Son.
3 cheers for Son. Hip hip, hey!
Hip hip,
hey! Hip hip.
hip. Hooray!
Single-handedly dominated friggin' City. Fucking mate, happy days. Couldn't be any more happier just to watch. All the talk. The richest club. Well, sorry, not the richest club. The richest lineup in football history. Right? Yeah. When you're looking at it, and you're looking at pardon me. When you're looking at a squad with Sterling, Torres, Mahrez, what do we got? Fernandinho, Grealish. Yeah, I was surprised Grealish started, to be fair. Mendy, Ake for me is just like the fucking bloke who just shouldn't be there.
Oh, Nathan Ake.
Yeah. Friggin' Cancelo, Morales. Mate, fucking hilarious. I can't believe Grealish on his actual debut for cops a yellow card. That was funny. Standard, yeah. But yeah, friggin' Son, friggin' again. Who needs Harry Kane? Who needs Harry Kane? What's going to happen with Harry Kane? I don't even think he's rocked up. I don't think he's had a training session yet.
He hasn't.
So, what's going to go on there? Where's he going to go?
They don't need him. They've got Son.
I tell you what, fucking City might fucking need him. They could. Jesus Christ. City needs Kane, yeah? That's exactly what I was thinking. Fucking hell. I couldn't believe that. I was just like, yeah, wow. And a screamer too. Absolute screamer. Friggin' no, they don't.
Yeah, but Son doesn't do shit goals.
No, I was going to say, yeah, exactly right.
Son doesn't do shit goals.
I was going to say, yeah. He ran like fucking 100 metres sideways and then turned back in towards goal just to finish it. So, carried the ball for a bit as well. So, but yeah, so that's friggin' round 1. No real point in looking at the table and shit like that because it doesn't really mean much friggin' after round 1. But obviously the big ones, when you look at it, is obviously City, Arsenal, and that's probably pretty much about it. And obviously City and Arsenal friggin' getting through week 1 without a victory. So, yeah, laugh my ass off. So that's pretty much that. Obviously, you carry on into week 2. What do we got, Benny? Week 2, we've got Liverpool, Burnley to start the friggin' round 2. 9:30 kickoff. Happy fucking days. I love an early kickoff. It was it was so hard. So hard to get up at 2 a.m. Holy shit. It is like the worst game. I don't mind 4 a.m.s or midnight games because you get that constant sleep. You can just the 12 o'clock game's great. You watch it, finishes at like 2 o'clock. You still get plenty of sleep. 4 o'clock game, you get a little bit earlier. Happy days, and friggin' you get up and you're fine. 2 a.m. is shit because friggin' finishes at 4. starts at 2. So
you can't go back to bed, but
Yes.
then you debate whether you actually stay up.
Yeah, it's just a shit time to watch.
It's that shit fucking middle ground.
Yeah, and I bit the bullet and friggin' had about 2.5 hours sleep, and friggin' got up, watched it, and then friggin' tried to go to sleep. I got about 45 minutes, I think, after the game finished, and I was like, yeah, nah, looks like I'll just watch the 4:30 game. But yeah, so us versus Burnley, obviously to round to kick off the thing. Aston Villa, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Brentford. Could go for 2 for 2 here. Brentford. Leeds, Everton, that'd be a good game. City, Norwich, Brighton, Watford, Southampton, Man United, Wolves, Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, West Ham, Leicester. Mate, there are some fucking banging games in there. Chelsea should dominate Arsenal. West Ham, Leicester could go either way. That's going to be a great game. Tottenham should do Wolves. United should do Southampton. Brighton, Watford could go either way. City should come back and beat Norwich. You would think. Leeds, Everton. Leeds should probably get a victory over Everton. Crystal Palace, Brentford could go either way. Villa, Newcastle could go either way. And Liverpool, hopefully, surely, should beat Burnley. So.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, he's just told you on stream how he reckons the second week of EPL fixtures are going to go. I can tell you right now, he'll tip the complete fucking opposite.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you how I
He'll tip the complete opposite.
I'm not going to tell you how I tip.
He'll go against all his own good advice
and
tip the complete opposite.
And get at least 7 out of 10. It's a good week.
Shut up!
So, no, it's shit. See, because
I told you, don't expect much from me.
As I said, it's shit really, because West Ham, Leicester, that could easily be a draw.
West Ham, Leicester? No, I'd back Leicester on that.
I'd
back Leicester.
West Ham are on it this year, man. They're friggin'
West Ham?
Yeah, they're going for gold this year. They're a Champions League friggin' hope this year. I reckon they are looking really good. If not Champions League, they'll definitely make Europa. I reckon. Definitely.
I reckon Europa League. I think Champions League might be pushing it a bit far.
Mate, friggin' if Arsenal and friggin' City keep friggin' playing the way they're playing, we're off to the races. So that's friggin' week 2 for that shit. What else? For that shit league. That shit league. We're not going to go into the championship. Friggin' that's just sad and disappointing. Don't want to talk about it at all. Not happening. Fucking, we'll move on.
I'll take the draw against Stoke, thanks.
Yeah,
considering they're promotion favourites.
Yeah, good on you. Fucking oath. Not going into it. Move on.
Mate, it was the McGree and fucking Suter battle.
Yeah, it was. It was McGree.
It was the McGree and Suter battle. And Suter, let's also mention this as well, because we like talking Aussie football too. Suter's been handed the captain's armband for Stoke.
Yeah, which is good. It's just good. McGree didn't get on the pitch, but he was there in spirit.
McGree did. He come off the bench.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he come off the bench.
Oh shit! I didn't think he did.
It's only his first game back from the
Yeah. I didn't think he got on there. Huh. There you go.
No, not West Spam. Wet Spam.
Wet.
Yeah, wet. Wet Spam United.
Wet Spam.
Oh, Matty and his Canaries. I'm not liking your chances this year, lad.
Riley McGree did not get on, which I was correct. Sat on the bench.
Why in the highlights package did it say that he came in off the bench?
Well, friggin' someone's lying. It's only saying 2 subs were made for friggin' Birmingham, and that was Lecco and Aneke or whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what I went off earlier today. So friggin', I'm fucking here now, may as well. Friggin' Reading beat Preston 2-1. Birmingham, Stoke 0-0. Barnsley, Coventry. Barnsley ended up 1-0 over that. Hull went down to QPR.
With 10 men.
Millwall, Blackburn 1-1. Friggin' Middlesbrough ended up beating Bristol 2-1. Cardiff beat Blackpool 2-0. West Brom beat Luton 3-2. Fulham, with 10 men, beat Huddersfield 5-1. Huddersfield going to the shitter. Bournemouth with... Bournemouth... Oh, it's cracking me up. Bournemouth with, who beat Nottingham Forest with 10 men, 2-1. Jesus Christ, a few red cards this week. And Swansea Sheffield United rounded it off for a friggin' nil draw. So there you go. That's that week's friggin' fixtures.
Would you like to know who we've drawn in the next stage of the Mickey Mouse Cup?
Who'd you get? United.
Fulham?
Fulham! Oh, fucking happy days.
Who smacked Huddersfield 5-1 with 10 men?
Happy days. Happy days.
So we're at the Mickey Mouse Cup.
Bring your handbags. Bring them out swinging. Happy days.
Who got the Reds?
No idea.
Who got the red?
For Fulham.
Harry Wilson.
Oh, fuck.
Harry Wilson.
Mate, ex-Liverpool. Fucking happy days.
Yeah.
Good on you, son. Good on you, buddy. Fucking hell. Surely it was 2 yellows.
Hang on, when did he get the red?
Was it a straight red?
72. He got it in the 72nd minute, so they were already
Oh, fuck.
3-1 up.
Oh, fuck.
And after Harry got that red,
Yeah.
6 minutes later, they scored the fourth.
Shit. They scored two goals.
They
with
scored
friggin' 10
two
men.
in 10 men.
That's funny. Far out. Straight red by looks too. I can't see a yellow card in there before that, so unlucky.
Nah. I think they were all straight reds. All three of them were straight reds.
Fuck, eh? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, Bournemouth was Brooksy in the 60th.
Mm.
And Hulls was George Monco in the 71st.
There you go. But yeah, so there you go. That's fucking the championship. Moving on from that. Fucking anyway, shit week.
Go from that League One. No, we're not talking.
No, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Well, the happy thing
I
is,
just said, where do you go? League One. No, we're not talking about that shit.
although freaking, it's great. I can watch the games now. It's fantastic.
You can.
It's fucking great. I can't remember who I watched freaking on the weekend. I think it was freaking Forest Greens. Yeah.
Forest Green Rovers.
Yeah, the Rovers. I think
Were they at home?
Yeah, they think they play. Fuck, who did they play now? I can't remember. Was it Tranmere? I think they might have played Tranmere. Off the top of my head.
Knowing you, it would have been bloody Tranmere.
Good on Tranmere. Good on the Tremors. But yeah, so oh fuck, wrong button. Pressed the wrong button. But anyway,
That would have been that's League 2, not League 1.
oh sorry, League 2. Yeah, it was.
That's
yeah.
League 2.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I didn't watch League 1. League 2. Fuck.
They're on top.
What was I going to say? Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Frigging couple of good, obviously, games that open up the Premier League season, which is fantastic to see. The Aussies up and about all around the world. Friggin' Duke was on fire, I think, from what I remember reading. Taggart was on fire as well. Friggin' talking about Australian players and stuff like that. Big shout out to friggin' Craig and his missus for welcoming their friggin' first child. Big ups, mate. Friggin' enjoy. Fucking back home in Adelaide, so obviously all the family help and shit like that. No brainer why he stayed online.
Just puts it into perspective now.
Yeah. Brad Jones to Perth Glory. That'll fucking do me. I don't think I've been so.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever been so fucking disappointed in Brad Jones in my fucking life than I am right now. Like,
I think it's the times. It's the COVID times. Everybody just wants to come home.
Celtic has started off good. Yeah, Timmy, we were talking about that at the start of the show. Friggin' Ange friggin' killing it.
Just got the lads firing.
Yeah, looking good. Friggin'
Got them going.
I think the biggest thing out of friggin' the whole Celtic scenario is the fact that all the ex-Celtic players / coaches coming in and going, fuck.
Yeah. Going, where did we get this bloke from again?
He's onto something, he. But yeah, so friggin' yeah, Brad Jones to Perth. It's an interesting one. Let's be honest, Reddy is still there. And, you know, definitely at that age does not want to be playing second fiddle. Like, if he's playing second fiddle, he may as well fucking retire. So...
Well, he's younger than Reddy, isn't he?
Jones? Oh, shit yeah. Shit yeah. Shit
You just say Reddy's finally going to get the arse.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, there's no way if you're at that age, you know, of what Reddy is, you want to be playing second fiddle.
Yeah, but you're missing the major point here, mate.
What?
With Brad Jones coming in and battling Reddy, what's going to happen to your good mate, your old mate, Tando Valafi?
He left. He left Perth. He's been Where's he now? I think he freaking got picked up by freaking MacArthur.
Really?
Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure he got picked up from somewhere. Valapi. Tando.
Still says current team Perth Glory.
Really? No, I'm positive he left.
On his wiki.
Oh, right.
I'll check out, he's currently without club,
Yeah.
according to Transfer Market.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Tendo Valapi defenders, Jason Gary, Dane Ingham, Riley Wall, and midfielders, whatever, have left the club. Yeah, so friggin' Perth, again, doing the right things. They're going to be a team to not to be messing with, obviously. O'Neill's in there as well, so dominant, so good on them. Yeah, so friggin' obviously the fixtures down here in Melbourne friggin' look like they're going to shit in the metro, so NPL gone to shit. Friggin' NPL in New South Wales has been canned for Sydney anyway. Friggin' Northern New South Wales won't be far behind it, considering they're now fucking stuck in that shit too.
Yeah, it won't be long.
So it's going to be interesting.
Brace yourself for it, lads.
You talk about the FFA Cup and shit like that, about is it going to continue and stuff like that. The biggest question is going to be is how are these teams going to friggin' get ready to prepare, right? So because you got to think about it. As soon as they get the green light, because obviously they're meant to be playing FFA Cup matches and shit now, as soon as they get the green light, it's all systems go. They're going to be like, righto, friggin' as of friggin' next week or whatever it is, we're going to open up and shit like that. As soon as they get the all clear from friggin' the stupid dumb bitch in New South Wales and shit like that, they're going to be onto it. The FFA Cup mob and fucking everything else, they're going to be onto it. They'll be like, right, this needs to happen. Let's fucking change all the fixtures. Let's fucking keep all the Sydney teams down here. Let's keep all this shit down here.
And then there will already be plans in place while this is happening.
Oh yeah.
The minute they turn around and go, right, it's over, and they can go, right, enact this here now.
Yeah, but then you think of it, right? If all this is in lockdown, they can't train, right?
Yeah.
A-League clubs can, because they're professional athletes. But friggin', because they are, the A-League clubs are training and happy days, but friggin' none of these NPL sides are allowed to train. They're all sitting in limbo. So, it's friggin' going to be interesting. How many weeks do you give them? You can't give them too many weeks, because by that time, fucking could be in lockdown again. But friggin', they're not going to be training. So Perth, all the NPL clubs and shit like that in Sydney and stuff like that haven't kicked the ball in fucking over a month.
Yeah, it's true.
So, Melbourne's not far behind them, a couple of weeks.
No, we're not.
And, it will be. It's definitely going to be a month by the time you get out of here if we do on the 2nd. So, it's just interesting, friggin' what's going to happen with, obviously, football. Friggin' regional and that down here is allowed to go ahead. South Australia's going ahead. Friggin' Perth's going ahead. Brisbane is still kicking about, so they're going to be all right. But friggin' the Sydney sides, and let's be honest, the Sydney and the Melbourne sides are the two dominant leagues in the NPL scenarios. They haven't been able to kick a ball. So, very, very interesting to see what's going to happen there. But yeah, is there anything else we've missed, guys? Anything else we haven't touched on that you want to friggin' have a chat about? Friggin' Lukey mustn't be in here tonight. Friggin' haven't seen him.
Nah, he messaged me beforehand. He's having internet issues.
Newcastle internet back again.
Yeah, he's had major internet issues. He messaged me before pop.
So it's probably the whole of Newcastle, considering everyone's fucking home.
Yeah, considering every man and his dog.
Also, fun stat: the Newcastle game, the furthest game in the Prem is Newcastle to Brighton, 200 miles in the US, LA to Atlanta. There you go. Learn something new every day. Very interesting. Friggin', well, it's all going ahead over there. Friggin', I was watching. Who did I watch the other day? I think it was LA Seattle. I think.
Yeah. Also, fun stat: the Newcastle game, farthest game in the Prem, is Newcastle to Brighton, which is 293 miles in the US. LA to Atlanta, 2,187.
Fuck.
Shall I go and find out how long the distance derby is?
The distance derby. Yeah, go and find it. It's not going to be fucking 2,000 fucking 2,187 miles.
Hang on.
If it breaks the 800,
I'll have to do the conversion too.
Yeah, if it breaks the 800 kilometre barrier, you'd be fucking happy.
Well, it would.
800, fucking be interesting. I don't know.
It should.
I don't know. Benny will find out. Benny will find out. So, but yeah, is there any other big news? Anything other big news? We touched on Messi. We touched on Lukaku. We've touched on friggin', obviously friggin', Harry Kane not friggin' kicking a ball and shit like that and in limbo and not knowing what's going on with that. Is there anything else that we have missed? Not too sure. I friggin' couldn't believe it. I think it was on Saturday or whatever it was when I was flicking through the TV guide, and it said friggin' football friendly between Juventus and fucking someone else, and I'm sitting there going, fuck, they haven't kicked off yet. They're still playing friendlies. Holy shit. The A-League has the distance derby. Yeah, Matty, that's it. We're looking it up now.
Yes, we do.
We're looking it up right now. We're going to find out exactly how many kilometres. You got to figure out. You got to put the miles into that as well, because he's put that in miles, hasn't he? Fuck. Mbappe booed by the
Tell you how long the
really?
flight is.
Mbappe was booed, mate. Fucking oath. Sign him at the Reds. Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool will mate. Fucking shit. Yes. Shaqiri looks like he's friggin'. Well, he's going somewhere.
He's gone.
He's going somewhere. Yeah, he's going somewhere. But where's the question? Where is the question? Burnley apparently have come in with a $13.5 million bid. And,
take it.
Oh, fucking shit, yeah. We paid fucking $7 for him. And that was when he was in his prime. So, yeah, we're going to take it. It's just a matter of them getting it over the line. What do you think of the Australian men's FIFA World Cup bid? The same as I always feel about it. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. We haven't got enough big stadiums. Do you know what I mean? When you think about it, like to host a World Cup, you need big stadiums, right? So you need about 5 at least of the MCG/Optus Stadium. You need 5 of them. You can't have these 60 to 70,000 seater stadiums. You need 100,000 seater stadiums. That's why Asia. That's why friggin' Japan got it and shit like that. Not Japan, South Korea and shit got it. Friggin', it's why friggin' European, it's just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. We would have to do it with New Zealand. It'd have to be a joint bid, and we can't realistically do a joint bid off the top of my head, considering we're in Asia and they're in Oceania. If we're both in Asia, maybe.
No, I think we can.
Yeah.
I think we can. It's just going to be signed off by both sides, which makes it difficult.
I heard Santos, Sam and Ed's Total Football may make a return to TV and Paramount Plus. Fuck me dead. Not a chance. That is the most drabbiest shit I've ever freaking watched in my life. Mate, that's disgusting. That's terrible. Fucking Christ. You may as well put the fucking World Game on fucking bloody Paramount Plus. After 26 World Cups, they will go back to Asia or Africa. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Well, who's got the next one? So obviously Qatar's got the next one, and then what? Who's got the one after that? Is it America?
I think it's America.
Is America got the one after Qatar?
I think so.
You could have games at McDonald Jones Stadium and Central Coast Stadium. Too small. Too small. You need big stadiums. Big ones. America would freaking play their games at fucking bloody NFL freaking grounds. USA,
Okay.
Mexico, and Canada.
Okay. I have the distance. I need to convert it into miles.
You're winning there, Timmy. Fucking USA, Mexico, and Canada. Are they all three hosting it?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I didn't think Canada were involved in it. Fucking okay, fair enough. Yeah, USA, Mexico.
Hang on, Timmy. Hang on, where is it? Where is it? What's the fucking distance? Because I've just converted it from kilometres into miles.
No.
So, Newcastle to Brighton is 293 miles.
Mm-hmm.
LA to Atlanta, 2,187 miles.
Yeah.
HBF Park in Perth
Yep.
to the Cake Tin in Wellington.
Yep.
3,265 miles.
Yes! The fucking Aussies and Kiwis take another one.
Yes! We have the longest trip.
Fuck. Jam that in your pot. Fuck. It is
5,255 kilometres.
Oh, fuck. That's a big flight.
Across land and sea.
We travelled land and sea. That's what it is. 2-factor victory. 2026 USA, Mexico, Canada co-hosting. Yeah.
Co-hosting it, yeah.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
it's what are they? What's that? CONCACAF?
Yeah.
CONCACAF?
Yeah.
Yep, we have the biggest derby, and it's called the Distance Derby for a reason. Yes, Russia do have one that's longer than us. But of that, I'm just like, hang on. Pretty sure HBF Park in Perth and the Cake Tin's a bigger distance than that.
But how big is the Russian one? Like, are we talking?
It's huge.
Fucking wow. That'd be a shit trip.
It's huge, but I don't know if that's Russian Prem to Russian Prem. I think that might be... No, the A-League doesn't have the biggest away trip. Russia has one.
Yeah.
I think it might be like Russian League One and a Russian Prem side, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's like this club plays like on the fucking Caspian coast, fucking in nowhere.
Ah.
I'll have to find the longest Russian one because I remember Loki Doki talking about it in his stream when he took over Russian.
Me. Yeah, right.
But yeah, I'll look into the Russian one and I shall report back next week.
Bloody hell. Yeah, so what about friggin' what are you talking? We're talking about Americans and stuff like that, Timmy and shit. Friggin' what was that? Friggin' yesterday, I think, or was it today? It was today. Friggin' 3 Whitecaps players, victims of alleged racist attacks, still in football.
That's unsurprising.
Yeah, so 3 of the team's academy players were victims of racially motivated attack at an outdoor gathering on Saturday night. There you fucking go, eh? Fucking bunch of pricks. Fucking shithouse. Yeah, there's just no need for it. It's just amazing, you know. 6,000 miles. Fuck me dead. That's a big trip, man. It's 4 hours to get to fucking Perth from here. It's about 6.5 hours flight from memory. Yeah, fuck that.
If it's a 6.5 hour on flight, that's a flight from Melbourne Tullamarine to Changi in Singapore.
Yeah. It's about the same. Yeah, same distance for us to get to fucking.
It's the same.
Yeah, it's roughly well, it's got to be what? It's 4 hours. It's 4.5 hours from here to. Well, I've never flown it from here. It's 4.5 hours from Sydney to Perth, and from New Zealand to Sydney, it's 2 hours. So there's, there's 6.5 hours roughly. And the biggest thing with that is, and they do it in Russia as well. I don't know about the States, but they'd have to do it in Russia as well. Is you change time as well in that. So it's not leaving It's not leaving at 4 p.m.
No,
here.
the US does.
Well, yeah, but friggin' I don't know if that, depending on what that is, it could be still in the same fucking region. Could be in the same still in the time zone.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't know, but the Russians wouldn't be if they're traveling 6,000 fucking miles. It's not because their time zone is divided into fucking 5, and it goes straight across Russia.
They're going across multiple time zones.
Yeah. So friggin' I think the Russia. Hey, that's Canada. Sorry, same shit. Playing the MLS.
Yeah, I think US has got 3 time zones.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking.
Well, we've got what? Even Australia's got what? 4? 3. 3.
Yeah, 3. 3.
You've got us normal people on the West Coast.
Yep.
East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got the slow ones halfway between us.
Yep.
Who are half an hour each way.
Technically 5.
And then you've got Perth.
Yeah. Friggin' another one. Friggin'
Technically 5. Okay.
Shout out to friggin' Bordeaux striker friggin' Kalu. Friggin' apparently collapsed before briefly playing on. So another one. Another bloke went down friggin' for Bordeaux.
Kalu?
Nah, Samuel.
Okay, yeah.
During their League One match at Marseille on Sunday before he was substituted after briefly returning to the pitch. So it's going to be an interesting one, mate. As soon as they go down like that, fucking whether it's a second or fucking whatever, and they get up, it's going to be fucking off you go, straight to the top, straight to the hospital. The more it happens now, and it's not the first one since friggin' Ericsson either. So.
Ericsson either.
So yeah, big ups to Ericsson, friggin' back at friggin'
back at fucking training.
Back at training apparently and shit like that. He's been given the all clear and shit like that. Friggin'
Inter is still keen to keep him on too, which shows that to me is a good show of faith and respect.
I think they're friggin' just going to play it out and shit like that. I don't think we'll see him fucking on the pitch for a long, long time. But worst case scenario, I think they're the club into that'll. If it doesn't happen, I don't think they'll want to let him go, and they'll just keep him in some sort of capacity, a mentor sort of role or something like that for the youngsters. So yeah. So there's been plenty going on. With everything that's going. So friggin' Abraham looks like we're talking about him before. Abraham looks like he's friggin' off to Roma. Friggin' with Jose.
To go join the special one.
Yeah. Inter and Milan are for sale. There you go.
Inter are for sale, are they?
Is that Inter and AC Milan?
Inter and Milan.
Fuck. Let's start a GoFundMe. Fucking hope, Timmy.
Who would you buy?
Oh, mate.
Who would you buy?
Oh, mate, yeah. Fuck.
Because, everyone's got their one. When it comes to Inter or AC.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their one. I've always been Rossoneri. Always.
Yeah.
I've always been AC over Inter. Yeah, Timmy's with me. AC for sure.
Yeah. Well.
Where do you fall?
It's one of those ones, I suppose. AC. It's hard. Friggin' AC. To me, AC is going to cost more. Than
putting all that aside.
I'm. If you're talking about teams and etc., I'm Inter over AC. I prefer.
Okay, there we go.
I prefer Inter.
Team blue.
I prefer Inter.
Team blue.
Yeah, I prefer Inter. I was more upset when fucking Lukaku fucking left there than fucking what I was when he came to Chelsea. I was like, fuck. He was just dominant over there. He was really good for them. I'm surprised they let him go. Like, let's be honest, the money was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can't knock that back. You can't knock that back.
I don't think it was a case of they couldn't knock it back. I think it was they needed it.
Yeah. What was it?
Friggin' sustainability.
Yeah. What about Condi? Oh, Condi, friggin' the friggin' Asian, friggin' like he's. Oh, what is he now? Friggin' fuck, I can't remember what is it.
Who? Jules Condé.
What's his name? Yeah, Jules Condé. Yeah.
The 23-year-old centre back from Lyon.
Yeah, 68 million. That's what
is
friggin'
that confirmed now?
No. So Chelsea are chasing him. They friggin' want, but friggin' they've put a price tag on his head, saying to trigger his release clause, it's going to be 68 million pounds to release to trigger his fucking release. I don't think he's worth that much. It'd be close, 50 maybe. 50 maybe, but yeah, I think that's a bit too much.
Yeah, but there are reasons. We spoke about why release clauses are like that.
Fucking.
You know why? Because that release clause was probably not built for him to be enacted 12 months after his fucking contract.
Yep.
It was meant to be for maybe another 2 to 2.5, 3 years from down the track.
Apparently, friggin' Bamford's on the friggin' Spurs radar if they lose, if Kane goes.
What, Patrick Bamford?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Here's a,
You know, Tottenham fucking scrapping for every penny.
Yeah, but see, the biggest thing for me is, right, and I rate Bamford. I put him in my fucking fantasy.
Who, Bamford?
Yeah, in my fantasy.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Leeds,
He's a great player. Yeah. Is he Tottenham worthy?
See, for me, it's one of those players where, you know, he needs to be playing at a bigger club. He's not, and it showed 100% when they played against United. He just didn't get the service. He was in acres of space, all the right positions, and the ball was just not coming. It's just like, oh my god, yeah, I couldn't have been more. You know, I couldn't imagine how frustrated he fucking would have been. You want to go back? You want to go freaking blast from the past? You want to talk some FIFA? Fucking some FIFA specials. Remember the old bloke, or the young bloke back then, the old 16-year-old friggin' that everyone had to fucking have. I can't remember what it was. What was it? FIFA 14, maybe?
Tell me the player, I'll tell you what year it was.
Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard?
Yeah, 14.
Fucking, I've been smacking Odegaard for years.
Well, not much anymore, but fucking when he first come on the scene and he signed...
No, that's because he moved to bigger clubs and then he became fucking expensive.
Well, he signed to Barcelona at fucking 16. Like, you don't get much bigger than that. And then he's fucked off everywhere else.
But if you got a 16-year-old at Barcelona that's in FIFA, even though they are on big wages, that's when you get to a decent-sized championship club and load the fucker.
And he's fucking bang averages, if you ask me. I don't rate him at all. He's fucking trash. And in saying that, freaking obviously Real Madrid think so too, considering they're fucking...
Shipped him out again.
Huh?
Shipped him out again.
No, friggin' they've put a reduction. So they've put a reduction on the price tag. So apparently Arsenal have received a boost in the transfer pursuit of Martin Odegaard following a reduction in Real Madrid's asking price, but the clubs remain apart in valuation. Real Madrid want 42 million.
How old's Odegaard now?
Yeah, good question. No idea. What do we got?
He'd be, what, 23, 24?
Oh, he'd have to be something like that. Yeah, he's not too old. Yeah, not he wouldn't be that old. So yeah, 42 million. That's probably about right. I wouldn't value him much more than that. Fucking hell.
Whoop. I had it right the first time. He doesn't have 3 O's in his name.
Yeah.
22.
22. Yeah, right. Fuck yeah, not bad.
1 goal, 14 appearances in the Prem.
1
goal, 6 appearances in the Europa League.
You want to talk about money?
Haaland.
So, James Maddison for Leicester.
Yeah.
You're going to talk money and stupid shit and fucking everything else, right? Leicester City are refusing to budge on their...
30 mil? Was it 30 mil?
Of their blank transfer valuation of the Arsenal target. Yeah, upwards of 30 mil. Well, in pound, we're talking pounds, so upwards of 30 million pounds.
50?
Upwards of 50 million pounds.
60?
60 million fucking price tag for freaking James Maddison. That'll fucking do me.
Well, I suppose if some idiot wants to come in and pay 100 million for fucking Grealish, anything is possible.
Leicester are lining up Jesse Lingard as a potential replacement for James Maddison should the Englishman leave for Arsenal. Leicester's boss Brendan Rodgers has warned Arsenal that James Maddison will cost 100 million after Jack Grealish's transfer to Manchester City.
See what you started now, Grealish?
Yeah, exactly.
See what you started?
Exactly. It's fucking ridiculous.
Because you fucking did it? Every prick thinks they can do it now?
Yep. Everyone's freaking on the fucking thingo. And it's understood it would take a bid in excess of 70 million for them to even consider selling the 24-year-old. That's about right. About right for what? $100 million for fucking Maddison? You fucking dreaming? No. Really? Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Between 40 and 50.
Oh man.
Between 40 and 50.
Fuck. 100 million for friggin'... Mate, Jesus Christ. I fell fucking back off my chair when fucking Slabhead went to fucking United for fucking that money. Well, fuck was it?
Yeah, Slabhead's fucking useless.
Mate, yeah, exactly. Yeah, fucking hell. Arsenal are ready to offer Martinez a lucrative $275,000 a week contract to tempt him to leave Inter Milan and have a crack at the Premier League. Whew.
You know what? That deal's more than likely to happen. If Inter are in financial trouble, they'll let go of Lautaro Martinez. FYI, we just signed him at Blackpool.
Oh.
Humble brag. It cost us a fucking boatload, but we got it. Not before we tried to get Mbappe.
Arsenal are looking at Barcelona goalkeeper Neto with their move for Sheffield United's Aaron Ramsdale appearing to have stalled.
Yeah, but hang on.
Ramsdale, fuck me dead.
But here's the thing. The whole point that Arsenal let go of Matt Ryan in the first place is because they wanted a homegrown goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Neto's not a homegrown goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Your choices are what? Pickford? Heaton?
Heaton's at fucking United now, isn't he?
Yeah, Heaton's at United, but Pickford, Heaton, Pope?
Yep.
Ramsdale? Who else is an English keeper in the Prem that's homegrown? Fucking City can give him Carson on loan.
Fuck me, Dad. Arsenal's in the freaking market for every fucker they can find.
Yeah, they're struggling.
Friggin' Kieran Trippier is now on the radar after friggin' Manchester United in their interest in the Atletico Madrid defender. £34 million for the right back. That's what the fucking.
That's not a lot.
No, that's what Atletico are asking for.
That's what they want.
That's what they want, which is friggin' nearly $20 million more than they fucking paid for him. That's good business. That is. He's worth that. Yeah, but
you're gonna look at the market 2 years ago too.
Yeah, he's worth that. I'm not saying he's definitely not worth that, but friggin' good bit of business from Madrid if they fucking get over the line.
Yeah, but you got to remember as well that the price of players have gone up astronomically over the past 2 seasons too.
Correct, Timmy.
A player that would have moved for 10 would now move for 30.
Yeah, correct him. 100%.
As standard. 30 is the new 10.
Yeah. Yep.
I still had a good goalkeeper, but they sold into Aston Villa. Oh, yeah. Well, to be fair...
What about, what do you talk about? Let's talk about Americans, Timmy. Friggin' Matty Hope. Matty Hope on the radar of friggin' Arsenal and Everton at the moment. Let's be honest, fucking, mate, whew, he was on fire in the fucking CONCACAF. Fuck me dead. He looked really good. What do you reckon of friggin' Hope, Timmy? Arsenal and Everton, good fit. I'd go Everton over Arsenal. In my opinion, I fucking hate Everton.
I think you've had enough, Matty.
Yeah, I think you've had enough, Matty.
That's when you know that the podcast has been running too long.
Yeah.
When he starts sober, he gets through 2 bottles of wine and chucks it up all within one podcast.
He won't play. There you go. He won't play. Friggin' Arsenal they just want everyone. They're just friggin' window shopping. They're a great window shopper this year. Friggin' apparently they put in a bid for friggin' Renato Sanchez, friggin' the Portuguese friggin' midfielder. Fucking good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Arsenal remind me of?
Good luck with that. Sanchez has knocked back 4 Premier League clubs already. He ain't coming to fucking England. I'm telling you now.
You know what the funny part is?
What?
Arsenal, this transfer window...
Holy fuck.
...is like...
Whew, it's hot.
Arsenal is the bloke that's walking down the street hand in hand with his wife while looking over his left shoulder at his mistress that's just walked past. That's what Arsenal are this transfer window. Oh, you're available, are you? Yeah, you'll be fine, sweetheart. Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, fucking hell.
That's what they are.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up. Friggin' we've been dribbling on for fucking Christ knows how long. So, big shout out to everyone for jumping on and friggin' listening to us ramble on for a fucking good hour and a half. Thanks, Timmy, for jumping on. Matty, yes, Luke's not here. Matty jumping on as always. Friggin' everyone else who's jumped in friggin' tonight. Friggin' Elliot was here at some point. Friggin' Newbie, I'm sure they're all lurking about. Friggin' got us on there, which is fantastic. If you haven't subscribed to the friggin' podcast, be sure to do so. It is muchly appreciated. Friggin' in little news, friggin' it's not 100% confirmed as of yet, but I have been in contact with the man who has been friggin' on everyone's lips of the Newcastle Jets, Jacob Pepper, and he is possibly coming on the podcast next Monday night to friggin' have a chat. So that'll be an interesting one. Apparently friggin', I'll confirm it here, apparently there has been no contact from Newcastle Jets in regards to Jacob Pepper. So he hasn't had a phone call anyway. His agent may have, but he hasn't. So friggin' yeah. So hopefully next week we'll have him on, friggin', which will be fantastic. Get him on, have a good chat, friggin' with the Novocastrian. Hopefully he comes home eventually, which would be good to see. But we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, thanks much, Benny. Thanks, mate. We'll leave you to it and friggin' go and have a rest, mate. You friggin'.
I'm gonna finish my pizza and crash out.
Fucking oath.
To watching Vimesy destroy this computer build that he's doing.
Very good, very good. Too easy, guys. We thank you very much for jumping on, as we said. And as always,
we hate Coast Scum.
We hate Coast Scum. Until next week, guys, we will see you guys then. Be sure to get your tips in. If you haven't entered the tipping comp, Timmy Woods, jump on it. Get on the tipping comp.
Get on the tipping comp, Timmy.
Yeah, absolutely. Your chance to win absolutely fuck all, because there's no friggin'
bragging rights.
Bragging rights is about as good as you're going to get.
Your chance to win bragging rights. The link is in chat.
Absolutely, there it is right there. Other than that, guys, we'll catch you guys next week. Take it easy. Enjoy your football, whatever league it may be. It is the world game for a reason. Just watch your football wherever it may be. Take it easy, guys. We'll catch you guys next week. See you later.